play, cut through flesh and bone. No more minds at peace, the world out of order. Listen, then the heat, life gets colder. Oh yes, I have to find my path. No less walk on earth, water and fire. The elements compose a magnum. Opens my motors operandi is an outcome. Steel packed tight in micro. Chip on my armor, a sign of all pro. The ultimate reward is dining out of wars at odds with the times and wars with no lords. A freelancer, a battle cry of a hawk, make a dove fly and a tear dry. Wonder why lone wolf don't run with the clan. Only trust instincts and be one with the plan. Some days, some nights, some live, some die in the way of the samurai. Some fight, some bleed, sun up, sun down, the sons of a battle cry. Some days, some nights, some live, some die in the name of the samurai. Some fight, some bleed, sun up, the sun down, the sons of a battle cry. Battle cry. Look, just the air around it, with aura surrounding the air repairer. He might be a peasant, but shine like a grand royalty. Heed to the people and land loyalty. We witness it abroad to hear this. See sickness in the ocean of wickedness. Set sail to the sunset, no second guessing. Fall each down with the spirit of Wild West. The crawling cold stands a tester. Time for the chosen ones to find the best. Noble minds that never grace to face the atmosphere with the fear fly over the blue yonder, where the sky meets the sea and I meets no I. And boy meets world and became a man and served the word to say the day, the night, and the girl too. Some days, some nights, some live, some die in the way of the samurai. Some fight, some bleed, sun up, sun down, the sons of a battle cry. Some days, some nights, some live, some die in the name of the samurai. Some fight, some bleed, sun up, the sun down, the sons of a battle cry. Battle cry.
Howdy, Joel. Thanks for coming in again. Another Too Late Tonight with Tiki. Alright, you guys are there with me. There's some new background music, so kind of like volume. Alright, so what we're working on tonight is, you guys were there when we built all of our, give me a second here while I fine tune some audio. Alright. Let's, there you go. Sorry, I'm just tweaking the audio a little bit. I appreciate y'all's patience. Alright, anyways, so you'll hear me just kind of messing around with the audio, trying to get it set at like my perfect level. So, but anyways, speaking of Tiki style music, we built a whole bunch of these native militia style riflemen and lunge mines for our Imperial Japanese Army. So now what we want to do is actually, even though Christmas hasn't started yet, I'm going to go ahead and paint these just because I'm in a painting mood over a building mood, if that's cool with y'all. And they're not worth a lot of points, so it's not really going to affect Christmas at all. It's not like it's a bunch of tanks. So. Alright, so I have some that I'm currently priming or getting primed. Those are the ones I paint. So we end up having these drummers, not really as the squad leaders, but just kind of more as one per 5-man rifle team. That's kind of cool to have drummers. We also have our inexperienced lunge mines. And let's see, oh, and then we just have a couple just box standard riflemen. So with these suits, I'm definitely going to be painting them green, so we can get out the paint we need. Definitely need some wall flesh. Wall flesh will be for the kind of duller suits or the actual full body suits they're wearing. I think I just got in a new pot of brown, actually. Yep. So my old brown was drying up. I just got a new pot of Morphine brown, and so I'm pretty excited for that. We'll be using that. Bugman's glow for the flesh, probably. That I don't know. We may, because they're natives, we may actually end up trying. Well, not skeleton horde. That would be awkward. We may try girlyman flesh, just because they're natives, you know. Bugman's glow might be a little too light, I think. I'm thinking some Death Guard green for the grass on their shields and on their heads. What I have right here. More wall flesh. I think I'm blowing wall flesh as well. Alright, so we got our paint set out. We're just waiting on our other volunteer to finish drying a little bit. Alright, let me go ahead and dig out these models real quick. Again, sorry I had to move some stuff from my desk, so all my audio levels are all kind of jumbled up. I'm trying to fine tune it as I go. Alright, so we have 3 primed models at least. Let's get painting these guys first, and we'll see how our paint scheme works. Actually, no, let me hit them with another coat. We'll see some unprimed spots. And while we're painting these guys, like I said, we're waiting for a couple of them to finish drying on the primer. Then we're actually going to spray paint maybe a couple fences and keep going from there. Work on some models and work on some fences. But I'm pretty excited because Monday I have my my open demo game for Conflict 47, so hopefully some people swing by. If not, hey, that's fine too, no worries. Alright, I think we got all our paints laid out that we'll need. Now we just need our models finished being primed, and we'll be good to go. So, some of the kit bashing we did, we combined different parts of Wargame Atlantic and some Warlord Games War II kits to get all these different types of rifles. A lot of it came from the Wargame Atlantic Aztec box. And the heads, even though some may look a little goofy at the neck part, because the joints don't exactly fit, they're taken from a Frostgrave Ghost Archipelago. No, Archipelago, there you go. Ghost Archipelago tribal set. I like it because they added, like, less obvious Aztec, more, you know, like, Polynesian style Oceania hats. So, good painting on these. So usually my Imperial Japanese, I prime them with Sindari Dust, but with these ones I decided why not try and prime them with this Death Guard Green. They're mostly going to be kind of a green themed, so I figured that might be better. So the first experiment is what color flesh these guys are going to get, because they're natives, a lot of them there have a lot of exposed flesh. So usually I use Bugman's Glow, my Imperial Japanese, but I think I may use this darker Girlyman flesh just kind of make these guys stick out a little bit more. And again, I'm experimenting. I had to move my mic around to move my work desk around. So if the audio quality sounds kind of weird, you know, too loud, too quiet, anything like that, definitely let me know and I can fix it. I can edit it on my side. Same thing to music. There's new background music, so let me know if it's too loud, too soft, what have you. Trying to fine tune it. Yeah, unfortunately, it's been some busy weeks at work, so I didn't have a lot of time to get prepped, so I had to like try and prime these guys pretty fast, so I kind of did a shoddy job on the priming. Hey, oh, that's super awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed this stream. I keep weird hours, but that's nice. You was talking me up. That's super awesome. I appreciate it. I'll have to go back and watch that video, not live of course, but welcome HS. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Been a while. It's been a week exactly, but I'm actually in a painting mood. Painting our building, so we're actually painting our natives that we have built. You're going to be our inexperienced native militia riflemen and lunge mines for one of our armies. You know, I may just have to hit these guys in Zendari Dust, actually. I thought the green would be that big of a deal, but it kind of is. I'm not sure. Let me get a couple more layers of this skin tone on and see if it really kind of shines through. I don't want them looking like orcs, you know? What you been up to, HS? Exactly what they are, yeah, they're basically just like auxiliary rifles. Hey, what's going on, Sean? Yeah, speaking of possible war crimes, these are my volunteer, quote unquote, or voluntold native militia riflemen that we built on the stream earlier. I'm in a painting mood today, so these guys aren't really worth a lot of points, so I decided not to save it for Kriegsmist and just kind of knock them out. So. That's a really good idea, HS. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Tales of the Golden Monkey, but that's the first time I ever heard the term cargo cult when I was really young, and then I often hear it used to explain the whole point of cargo cult and, you know, false assumptions and things of that nature. But yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. Especially with the Imperial Japanese Rift Ghost squads. You know, you can literally say it's the ghost of their ancestors and stuff like that to keep appearing and reappearing. Nice. 20 gobos. Yeah, so funny, speaking of goblins, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do as the base coat for the spray primer. So I'm trying a few of them with Death Guard Green, and I think I'll try the others with Zendari Dust and see how they turn out. I'm doing a darker skin tone. I'm using Gilliman Flesh. So right now I'm not really liking the result. I still see the green really kind of shining through. So I'll finish these models, then I hit the other ones with Zendari Dust and compare and see which one I like. Yeah, guys, let me know if the music's too loud or if my voice is too quiet. I had to both move some stuff around on my desk and I added a new background track, so I'm in an auditory state of confusion, as it were, trying to get everything to balance just right. That's pretty interesting, HS. So I actually ordered some 28mm planes, mostly for my airfield map, but also for use in my Florida air observers. So some people may not know this, I like a lot of alternate history things. One of my favorite genres is Crimson Skies. And so I ordered a plane because it looked like something out of Crimson Skies. It had a pusher engine on it. It was a weird looking aircraft. It's like, oh, this is totally, diesel punk style alternate history. So then I went on like a 2-day deep dive looking at this plane. It's actually a real plane. It's called the Abrams, the P-1. It was called the Explorer. It was created in the interwar period between World War I and World War II. It basically was a guy who joined the Marines in World War I, got into photography, got into aerial photography, then realized all the issues with the planes they were using, and basically built a plane from the ground up for aerial photography and reconnaissance. The only downside is once World War II started, they would much rather have faster fighters with better armor that can do either photography or ground attack. There's no sense having a specialized plane. So the plane never was mass produced, they only built one of them. But if you look it up in Abrams, just like the tank, look up Abrams P-1 Explorer. And I actually have a 28mm model of that plane coming in to use. I'm pretty excited. It's a very cool looking plane. Are you saying for Plane Gene order 32mm? Maybe. Luckily the guy I ordered it from, he was nice enough to send pictures, because that's the problem with ordering from, because I don't have a 3D printer, so I order from people who do have 3D printers. So when ordered from Etsy, people say scales, but we all know hero scale from toe to the eye, all that kind of stuff. But what I like is when they place a common model, and this is like a Reaper's miniature, right? So he put a Reaper's model right next to the plane to show its scale. I like people who do that. So they're just saying, yeah, it's 28mm, Well, I'll show a picture and just say 28mm from here to there. I'm like, no, show me a model in relation to that. Show me a Space Marine, or show me a Guardsman, or show me, a very common model so I can have a good sense of scale. Yeah, Sean, I'm starting to think you're right. So I have these guys. I'm about to hit them with Sindari dust and paint them, and I think that's gonna give me a much better look. I can just kind of see even on the dark skin tone, you just kind of see the green kind of like shining through a little bit. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it, but I don't have a lot of Sindari dust, unfortunately. I have a new can coming in, but oh yeah, no, I know all about the flying pancake. I think it's awesome. One of the slowest flying aircraft there was. I think it was great. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool, you know, almost Crimson Sky-esque style aircraft that are actually real. But yeah, the Abrams P-1 Explorer surprised the hell out of me. I was like, oh hey, it's a real plane. How cool is that? Yeah, I don't know. Let me hit these other two models with Sindari dust, or let me hit a couple models with Sindari dust. Give me a minute here. I don't know if that green's working for me. Yeah, one of the things I'm looking for is I really want to put gyrocopters in. Like, I'm trying to find some models for some legit gyrocopters. I mean, I know the Germans had their Draken and stuff like that, and technically the Americans were the first to really use a helicopter, and that was in, I want to say at the very end of the war, like in Burma, picking up down pilots, but I like the feel of the gyrocopters. I say feel, I mean like the look of them. Yeah, I don't think I like them. I'm gonna go ahead and reprimer them. Yeah, that I think that was foolish for me, especially with so much exposed skin. I think doing a Zandari Dust base would be a lot better. Hey, Matthew, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, new tunes. Move some of the animations around. I was playing around with some other ones. But yeah, new tunes. Let me know if they're too loud, too distracting. It's a super long track, so I think they'll repeat somewhere in 4 hours, but not like constantly. Printing up our natives already made a small mistake. I was running along Zandari Dust, so I thought, hey, you know, these guys are going to have a lot of green on them. Might as well prime them in Death Guard green, but not liking it. So I'll probably still fully paint him as an example, so I know what to paint everything else, but I think everything else I'm just hitting with Zandari Dust. I have a new can coming in, so it's not that big of a deal. Pardon me. Yeah, you should totally do that. That sounds awesome for that squad leader in Conflict 47. That actually sounds really cool. Yeah, I used, so it's so funny, the first one I've ever fully used a paint pot, before it went dry, before I spilled it or anything, this Agrax Earthshade, I used the entire pot. I actually ran out, had to order some more because I was working on some ruins for my train, because I hit them with Gray Seer, and then I just go over them with Agrax Earthshade and add in a few details here and there. I've actually fully used that. First time I've ever fully used the paint pot. Usually I have paint pots that just get old, you know, and stuff like that, and I toss them once they're at the very bottom, you know, and they dry out. But it's the first time I've ever fully used a paint pot. Ah, fresh paint pot too. Nice. Fresh brown came in just today. Very nice. Thanks. Yeah, let me know if the music's too loud, too soft, too distracting, or what. But yeah, I have an interesting little surf rock, Tiki music, Far East fusion kind of thing set up. So the trick is, if you're making these types of music, you don't want anything that's too common, because it can still get flagged. Because somebody can just make a shit ton of AI music and copyright all of it, and if yours sounds like theirs, it'll still copyright strike you. So I had to try and make like a very unique genre. Alright, there's this wooden shield. And then later I'm going to go over with my gunpla marker and put the kanji for sake. So that's the story behind these guys. They told him, like, hey, as long as you hold these, you know, use those shields in combat and we'll give you these mythical runes that'll keep you safe in battle. And what they're really writing on there, you know, these are just like the lids to their sake barrels, you know? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, HS. Yeah, I have a let me show you. I have a ultra fine gunpla marker. That's what I use to write the kanji characters. Yeah, each one's gonna have like sake written on it, you know. Like, yeah, this will keep me safe. I'm like, yeah, that's what that means. Yeah, it's not too. I had to look at it to make sure it wasn't too complex of a kanji. Like I said, I just wrote water on a bunch of barrels on one of the pieces of training, and it was pretty easy. So it's kind of a warm up. I'm still debating on how I like it. I'm curious if the skin tone is too dark for what I'm going for. Yeah, the jacket's going to be woven palm fronds. I think that's going to be a darker green. Yeah, wasn't there a big release today? Something about Kriegs? Like, isn't Warlord Games putting out a whole bunch of more Deathcore Krieg models? Matthew, I think I saw something about that. Sorry about that. I just step out and do a little bit of primering. Hey, what's going on, Francois? What's going on, buddy? Oh man, it looks like GW is saving all the good stuff to show them for the reveal. What's going on, friends? While we're painting up some of our native Melissa's been trying to get a good theme going on what we want. Yeah, same here. I'm a night shift kind of guy. I'm actually waiting on a message from the boss. I may have to call the stream a little bit early because tomorrow could be a long day. So I'm hoping not. Hoping I can stream fully today, but shall see. Got his headband and leather. I think I'm gonna do all of the grass and not gonna be feathered. I'm gonna do mine as grass. I'm gonna do them all as palm fronts. I think I'm just gonna do them all kind of dark green. I'll let them blend a little bit better. Yeah, I heard a lot of people going crazy for the new Krieg, so I was curious if they're gonna bring back Steel. I thought they were gonna bring back Steel Legion because they had that big sale like a year ago on them, so I was hoping they'd bring it back with a new range, but I guess Krieg is where it's at. Krieg's the popular thing. Nothing wrong with that. I think Krieg look awesome. I get why people like them. Alright, so there he is with the green palm frond quote-unquote armor chest piece. There he is with palm fronds on the bottom of his shield. There you go. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit more tribal warrior. Not bad. Let me check on the other models we have primed. Alright, I am back. So those models should be dry here soon, and we'll start working on them. So I said I'm not terribly upset the way this guy turned out. I just don't think the Death Guard green or whatever is the right backdrop or the right primer color for it. Alright, let's get the leather on here. Yeah. Yeah. I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think between the skull, I have no problem with it first of all, but I think between the skull face mask and the helmet types and the trench coats, I don't think you're gonna see Steel Legion for a little bit. I don't think in the world of rapid online reactions to, you know, reactionary extracting content they don't understand, I don't think the Steel Legion would last very long without some serious controversy. Not agreeing with it, not saying it's right, just saying that's my opinion. The Shanks, I love Steel Agent. I thought they were the coolest. I mean, I think aesthetically, models-wise, it would go to the Elysians, and I thought, you know, maybe since they got nuked off of Forge, well, I thought maybe they were released. I thought they would be available for a wide release, but then once I saw the Aquilans or whatever, I'm like, yeah, they're not bringing back Elysians. Not when they just made those Aquilans. No chance in hell. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. What a small world. There you go. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Wargaming does attract a lot of veterans, and it is getting a popular IP. I think Dawn of War was a massive outbreak, especially probably in the States, for overall 140K. The first Space Marine game helped a good amount. you know, but again, it was kind of buried under release. So a lot of other good games, a lot of other good sci-fi games around that genre, you know. When Space Marine 2 came out, I think that's what really won a lot of people over. And without getting too weird about it, not to... it's so hard to like kind of sidestep drama, but not to dive too far into, because everyone has their own fandoms, everyone holds tight to those fandoms, so I don't want to cause beef with anybody. But I think there's a lot of homeless sci-fi fans. What I mean by homeless, not to use that term lightly, is people without a fandom. Like their fandom has changed and left them behind, and they no longer have a fandom, so they're looking for something to do, and they're a little bit older, and they have disposable income, so I think a lot of them are going to be gravitating towards that grim, dark, you know, sci-fi that Warhammer 40k is. I'm talking you know, what was the last Star Wars movie that actually had a war in it, you know? Star Trek, not Star Talk. Like, Star Trek, Star Wars, a lot of these sci-fi genres have just kind of gone off the rails a little bit, in my humble opinion, for what it's worth. So I think that's left a lot of people without a fandom, you know, and they're like, well shit, what do I want to do now? And then they hear and see about Warhammer 40k and all the books, all the other stuff, all the tabletop, all the games, and they're just like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, in the grim dark future, there's only war? Yeah, sign me up. That's just my opinion. Some people may think, you know, Star Trek's the best it's ever been, or Star Wars the best it's ever been. That's fine. I mean, I can happily, you know, trade ideas with you. I probably won't change my mind, but people are more than welcome to try. But I can appreciate where people would say that. I don't agree, but it's a fandom. It's what everyone individually thinks about their fandom. If I ever sound bitter, I don't want to be, you know what I mean? I like being super laid back, super relaxed, you know, good vibe style Tiki. Whenever I do sound bitter, I can let you know why. Part of my rearranging is I was rearranging my hobby area. And I was sadly putting up my... Sorry, I keep getting notifications for work. I was putting away my Dungeons & Dragons books from 4th edition and 5th edition. I have some older stuff too from way back in the day, but that's when I played the most. Was I did some in 4th, but I hit 5th edition hard because I had the free time and the disposable income for it. So yeah, putting away all those books, all those minis, it's almost like kind of closing a chapter. So when people talking about their fandoms or hobbies changing on them, I can 100% understand. I try not to be bitter about where where Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition is going. I mean, it's not my company. They're free to go with it wherever they want. I have my books. I can still run my games if I want, you know? But, it definitely left me behind, and that's okay. It just wasn't for me anymore. And that's fine. I don't expect it to change for me as long as someone's out there buying it and having fun. Good for them. I haven't done the front yet, but there's... Oop. there's that back to kind of make them pop a little bit. You can tell they have the white loincloth. I think really it kind of makes them pop. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm putting away all my books, putting away all my stuff. I canceled all my subscriptions to all my online TTRPGs, stuff like that. I'm to the point now, if I'm going to play, it's just going to be with family or friends up close. It's just going to be physical. I can't do online games anymore, at least for D&D. Oh, Jesus. You hear this, Sean? Matt's like, yeah, that's what happened to my dad. Me and Sean over here feel old as shit. Like, I still have my good memories. I still have a lot of fun stuff left over. A lot of terrain, a lot of models, a lot of good times. I can say I got my money's worth, and I think that's the most important thing when it comes to me anyways. I got my money and my time's worth. I'm just, it's part of getting older. Yeah, I think that white loincloth really helps sell the model, make it pop a little bit. Oh god, it's hilarious. Yeah, a few more things to get on him, and then I think he'll, at least for a test model, I may have to repaint over him, I'm not sure. For a test model, it'll be done. Getting older is a double-edged sword. It does suck, but you really start seeing like get off my lawn. No, when you get older, some things do suck, but you also get really good like vision, not like actual vision, but perspective, I guess would be the better term, on life. I think it really kind of helps you chill out. I was like, I see the angry old man meme and joke around a lot, but I feel like in my older age, I've gotten a hell of a lot more mellow than I used to be. Finish up the last couple parts on this template model, and then we'll get our other ones that have been spray primer this time with Centauri dust to make my life a hell of a lot easier. Let me get some basing on here too. I want to have a full completed model to go off of, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do their bases. That was funny you mentioned that. I actually just smoked my pipe today when I got off work. I had a nice tall cup of Earl Grey tea and a pipe set on my porch, enjoying the cooler weather. Working on my my Meerschaum pipe, trying to get it to change colors. We're working on it for a couple years. Slowly. Alright, let's see if I got these guys fully based. Yeah, I think this Andari Dust base is going to be way better than that cartoon I used. You know what? My pipe rack, actually, because I'm moving things around, I can grab some pipes off my pipe rack. I can show you one of my favorites. I don't know the maker. I don't know the style. I think it's called like an Old Army pipe, which is weird because it's a pipe that it's one of the first style pipes that I had when I went out to sea. It's very good for maritime operations, so I'm not sure why they call it Old Army. But I guess it's more like in the trenches. It would be a very good pipe for like World War I, I guess. Alright, so here's one of my favorite pipes. The reason why I like the texture, the grip on it. It's a lot easier to kind of hold, especially when you're wearing gloves. One of the best things is it's a flat bottom. Oh, here you go. It is called a number 21 Old Army. And, ooh, one-handed, caught it. No, I think it's a Mr. Brogue. One of the best parts is you can actually give a bit of a wind guard. But it's amazing. I said I used it for maritime ops, like anytime I'm actually going out on a ship. Oh yeah, it's hands down one of my favorites. It's almost, I'd call it like a foul weather. I guess they're called old armies, but yeah, they're a foul weather pipe. One of the best features, they actually have a flat bottom, so they can actually just sit. Super nice. And the last pipe I have for you guys, a bit of a historic. I think it's a repro, obviously, but This is a clay pipe. Let me turn the lights down. There you go. This is a clay pipe. This is a little bit more traditional, kind of would have been carried by like, if you're a fan of like Sharps rifles, you know, it's like around the Napoleonic era. This is about what would be carried. You can kind of see, yeah, there's a tall ship etched on one side. Just a super simple clay pipe. These can easily be made at camp, you know, and kind of carried around by soldiers. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I just always heard them called Old Army. And the parts I selected for were, I kind of, because you have different types you get, like, you know, there's like smooth or like rough, like that one is. So I'm trying to get it out for, you know, maritime use and foul weather. So that's why I have like that rough outer part and the windshield on top, the flat bottom. To me, it's my most practical pipe. I have the long, you know, Hobbit style church wadden. I have a whole bunch of Missouri Meerschaums, like corncob pipes, but that one's probably my favorite. All right, now that we're done advocating for tobacco. I still have it's not my first pipe. I bought my first pipe in college. Well, it's technically bought for me at like an estate sale kind of thing at a tobacco shop when I was in college. But first pipe I bought myself as like a young E3. I still have that pipe. It is smoked out. It is damaged beyond all belief. You probably couldn't use it anymore, but I keep it around for sentimental value. Took that thing with me everywhere. Smoked a lot in it. Like I said, one of my favorite times to smoke a pipe is if you guys ever get around to it, is kayaking. Just being out on the water and kayaking is real nice. You can you get a nice rubber tip. You can just hold it in your mouth. Just paddle and smoke, paddle and smoke. I just gotta hit the base again with another coat to get it nice and dark. But yeah, here's how the native rifles are turning out. Not too shabby. I like the white loincloth. I think it really makes the skin tone and the green pop a little bit more. Yeah, man, learning to smoke a pipe is awesome. You gotta be careful though. If you don't know what you're doing, you can definitely burn some taste buds off your tongue. You won't be able to taste anything for a little while. Like I said, I still love cigars. I roll my own like cigarillos, you know, if I don't have time for a cigar, but there's something about I think it's the ritual. It's something about the ritual of smoking a pipe, you know? It's kind of like, I don't know, everyone has their own thing. It's kind of like cleaning a gun on a Sunday morning, you know, the smell of coffee and CLPs, or like cleaning a gun. It's just the monotony and the ritual, I think, is the best term for it. So should we paint their like fursuits? Should we paint them green or leave them tan? What do y'all think? I have a different color brown I can do so it won't get confused with wood. So I can either give them brown, tan, or green suits. What do you guys think? And one of the other things I like about pipe is I've never had anyone complain about pipe smoke. Like I said, obviously you only smoke in a place where smoking's allowed, you know, but like if you're smoking a cigar in a smoke pit with people are smoking cigarettes, some people like it, some people don't, you know, stuff like that. But if you smoke a pipe, man, like everyone's like, oh, it smells really good, you know, it just brings people over. I don't know. Try not to go off on like a hipster moment here. Pipes are awesome. Like I said, pipe smoke is light enough that I smoke it in my study. Yeah, I'm thinking tan. I'm thinking tan might be the best, because what would you find on a tropical island? Like probably not bears, but maybe it's the mountainous island. Maybe mountain lions. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to do any kind of like dots or stripes or anything like that. That's way too complex for me. Yeah. So that's I wanted them really to blend in. So that's why I'm thinking, like even the guys in the fursuits, they would just dye the fur green, you know. Put them in seal suits. Call them my seals. Oh, Imperial Japanese Navy SEALs. And they're actually just natives wearing seal suits. Holy shit, that's funny. I may have to put a pin in that for later. It's pretty humorous. That's right, we got enough of them, we can kind of paint a couple of them, see what we think. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, like you saw, they've got all sorts of weird kind of weapons. Like some guys just have drums and like, you know, like their rifles slung on their back. Some have like Car 98. Some have like bell rifles. Alright, so here's a roughly finished model. I think I just gotta put a little bit of tough of grass on his base, but kind of what they'll look like. Except I also have to write the kanji character on his shield, but other than that. I think we're just gonna go green to make him look all gillied up. I think that's the best way to do it. At least I could say they'll definitely look different from my Imperial Japanese regulars. I can't tell which of the militia squad. Like, really? I was like, I'm thinking you might be able to. Yeah, I'm thinking whatever kind of fur or cloth they'd have, they would just like dye it and turn it green, you know? I think as long as we always make like the little belts and loincloth white, I don't know, I make it adventure, put like little red dots on them, maybe not. Damn, Sean, you're fast, man. Yeah, I think them being all green is gonna be pretty dope. It's a great question. So in Bolt Action, 3rd edition, I don't think so with the current rules. I'll have to double check. And Conflict 47, yes, you can pay the 25 points and you can actually give one of your guys a banner, and I'll have to double check what that does again. It does a very special rule for the Imperial Japanese. I think in 2nd edition it had the same rule, but because I'm doing a demo game on Monday, I'm trying not to go back and forth between bolt action Conflict 47 too much, so I don't confuse myself. The big difference between the two is Conflict 47, you have reactions. That's really the main difference. One of the main differences. Oh no, I'm trying to find the rule for the flag for the Imperial Japanese. I know it definitely does something. I think it allows like morale rerolls or something like that. Oh, I can't find it. Let me check the 3rd book and see if it's on the 3rd book. Okay, here it is. Yep, it's in the 3rd book. Japanese infantry squads, not teams, may include the following option in their force entry. Option: one man may replace all of his weapons with a flag for 25 points. This model gains the Rally to the Colors special rule. There's the Rally to the Colors special rule. Yeah, their older books are definitely not as user-friendly, I will say that. Okay, here it is. Rally to the Colors. This rule is often found on a model with some form of national flag or patriotic banner. He or she provides a focal point for friendly troops to focus upon in the battle. Certain nations have a greater affinity to symbols or national patriotism than others. All friendly infantry and artillery units within 12 inches of a model with this special rule can re-roll failed order tests when attempting to follow a rally order. In addition, if a rally order is successfully issued, the unit rolls 2 dice to determine the number of pin markers removed and selects the higher roll. So that rule won't really have anything to do with current bolt action, because the way they re-changed rally, but it's pretty decent for, I mean, not for 25 points, fuck that. But for Common 47, I guess it could have its uses. But no, most people just put a rifle on the back and then just put a flag in their arms. But you guys see where we start using like kind of these closed arms. Seems like they went the best with the giant fursuits. One day I'll finish my old world army, my merchants of Minas, my Sartosan privateers, count as empire. It was just a lot to paint. It's fun, but if it was more active in my area, like if I thought I could honestly get a game of it in, I think I would. But I got all the books. A lot of people said they would do it, and then nobody did. I'm just like, ah. So I wanted a good rank and flank tabletop game, and that was going to be mine. You know, I chose that over any of the other ones because I was really looking at I forgot the name of it, but Warlord Games' Napoleonic series. Yeah, so my Overworld army, I kind of bought all the models before the book came out, because I mean, I kind of knew what the Empire was going to have, and I built it not to be competitive, but just like fluffy for what I wanted, like a group of privateers. So my handgunners are my Marines, which are my Free Seraphim, my Lizardmen. My Spearmen are my Whalers, so they're all equipped like old whalers with like harpoons and shit like that. And then my deckhands are like my Free Militia, which I have shit tons of those. And I just have some cannons, and that's really it. It's just like a very simple, like, dismounted pirate army. Alright, then we have the helmet and the grass coming off the helmet. And plus I'm not a lot of skin on this guy. Mostly covered up. Yeah, right? I would not want to wear fucking hide in the jungle either, but I think that's why you can tell, like, I'm leaving this back part unpainted for, like, they kind of, like, close it in the back, you know, so you can breathe a little bit. Again, this is probably the closest thing they had to armor, was just some tan hide that was then, like, dyed and painted green. The best kind of protection they probably have besides these shields. Not gonna do much against a guy running into the Thompson. Oh, nice. Hey, what's going on, Painting Games? Yeah, we're just painting. We built our native militia riflemen. Now we're just kind of painting them up and getting them ready. Being clumsy over here, just knocking into everything. Nice, man. Nice. Let me know how the art for that thing comes out. Yeah, totally. These magic shields that totally aren't the lids to sake barrels. Yeah, we can totally stop those American GI and their 45 ACP slugs coming out of that Thompson. 100%. Just have faith. So I think the other thing is the shock value of wearing all this heavy, you know, fur in the jungle. You know, which doesn't sound fun. I think it's the shock value. Like when you look at this thing, it doesn't look human. You know, you get attacked in the middle of the night by something that's moving around like this. That's how rumors get started of like chupacabras or some other type of cryptic in the woods. You know. yes, it'll get very sweaty, but again, all they have is, you know, their armor's fur, and like I said, it kind of makes them look, well, like I said, because this is an old Aztec kit from War Game Atlantic, so yeah, it goes back to the Jaguar warriors and stuff like that. But, you know, kind of using it for our own purposes here. But yeah, in a world where there's werewolves, you know, there's Shrek Wolfen, there's Ursus infantry, which are werebears, all this other kind of stuff, you know, this kind of makes them feel a little bit more, you know, special, like all the other things. Imagine the rumors that, you know, the American GIs, they know that there's Totencore, there's zombies, there's Nachtjägers, these flying vampire things that'll get you at night, so they start seeing shit like this running around the jungle, you know, with like manes swinging behind us like that, like, oh fuck, what is this now? Yeah, I imagine if you ever seen like 13th Warrior, you know, they dress in like the bear suits and they have like the bear clubs. So imagine a bunch of guys dressed like this, breaking your perimeter. You know, because you're used to the Japanese, you know, doing a bonsai charge. But imagine like 2, 3, or 4 of these guys sneaking behind enemy lines at nighttime with their war clubs with like obsidian on the blades, just slicing through folks. Oh, it's just animal. So game rules wise, these are just militia riflemen, and they're inexperienced. They die very quickly. They can't take a lot of hits. They're not like veterans. So I think them having very little clothing will kind of account for that, you know. It's just to make my militia riflemen stick out from other types. I built mine using these Aztec kit boxes, or kit basher crap. These Aztec boxes. Oh, hey, thanks, man. Yeah, so I'm trying, I've been crazy busy, but trying to produce like a shorter week at least for that. I'm trying to focus on the Conflict 47 models that come in the starter kits. So this week's was Russian Heavy Infantry. I think next week might be a Imperial Japanese Kaishinto tank with a compression turret. Try and mix out the countries and not doing all one country over and over again. I'm working on my lore video for Finland, and then I'm working on my unboxing video, so I got multiple things in the queue that I'm just editing. As a one-man band, I can tell you right now, the hang-up, the slowdown, is having good times to film, and then once I have that, the editing is what slows everything down to a crawl. That's just nature of the beast. So yeah, the stuff here in the background, I made this video too. I already had the playlist made, so I literally just put like one picture and uploaded it. But the whole point is it's hard finding like copyright-free music. So once I made some, I put it up in a video for anyone to use. Alright, there's his shield done. Now we'll hit the wood on his rifle. They'll probably do his skin tones. Then finish up the rifle. And then do his loincloth. Yeah, man, that makes sense. Do what you enjoy. Like I said, 40K just had a big release, so a whole bunch of cool 40K stuff in the pipeline. Yeah, Bolt Action is just World War II, so it's not going anywhere. You know, like, no one will ever own it. You'll always be able to get models for it, so it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, all come together. Yeah, right. Yeah, man. No, I always try to make time to read every day. A lot of times it's news, current events, especially if they're related to my job. But yeah, man, if I have some time, I'll definitely take a look at it. If it's all on NextVid's Discord, I pop in there every now and then. Yeah, I'll take a look. Yeah, I'm liking this, liking the way this Dari primer works with the skin tone a lot better. Yeah, I'm liking that skin tone a lot better. the Death Guard green or whatever, I had to do way too many codes. It came out way too dark to try. Yeah, this skin tone, this Gimlin Flesh works way, like 100 times better with Sindari Dust. It gives you the definite desired skin tone you want, and you can do multiple layers to darken the skin tone if need be. Alright, well, I got my first, I got my first text letting me know that tomorrow might be an all-day event, so I may have to call from early. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to hear back on a couple texts. So I'm going to keep working until I hear about that. If I do, I'll probably have to call, shut down the stream a little bit early, grab some extra sleep, go to wake up and work a lot earlier than usual. Then if I end up doing a full day, I may not be able to stream afterwards, but I'll definitely put a message out on YouTube if that's the case. We shall see. Definitely giving you guys the heads up. So not really paint game. It's funny you say that. I don't know. Maybe they are in your country, but internationally, flamethrowers are 100% not a war crime. I mean, it's a war card to use them against civilians, but so is that with any kind of weapon. You know, you're not supposed to shoot civilians. But no, flamethrowers are 100% legal and highly useful. That's what someone was talking about. You know, I think we talked about this on one of the streams. People were talking about, well, how come Americans don't use flamethrowers anymore? I was like, we do. We just use flash rockets instead. It's that big old boxy shoulder-launched 4.2 rocket launcher you see used a lot in like 80s and 90s movies. Yeah, those are called like M202 or something like that. It's called a flash. And basically it was a long-range napalm rocket. So it made using a flamethrower a hell of a lot easier just to pop up out of cover. You know, instead of wearing tanks on your back and gusting this huge flame where everybody can see where the flame comes from and drawing fire. You just hide in the brush, pop up, and launch some napalm rockets. You know, put one of those bad boys right into the doorway of a hut and watch it burn. So, yeah, flamethrowers are totally legal. It's just in modern day warfare where optics are everything, flamethrowers look really bad. But that being said, and not getting political, in the border clash between Russia and Ukraine, you're actually seeing drones with thermite dispensers on them. Not even bombs, just thermite dispensers. And they're literally going up and down, spraying them inside of trenches and forests and tree lines. Highly effective. No, I just use Citadel products. I try not to mix and match. I have a good leather paint, my snakebite leather that I like a lot. But no, I don't have any Vallejo paint. So fix the rifle, do the leather sling, do the blade, and then do the loincloth. Yeah, if you never use this, this contrast right here, the snake white leather, real nice. It's just like the Gilliman flesh where, you know, you put like 2 thin coats on, you're gonna get the desired effect. But if you want it more aged, more crinkled, you can put additional layers on it to make it darker, and the way you kind of like leave it on there, almost like a wash, you can kind of just put in the creases and crackles in the leather if that's what you want. It's a really good paint. Put a little bit of leather on this thing. So you get this camera adjust. Yeah, I use my more paint brown for just like normal wooden things. I have a Thondia brown for like darker wood, more like structural stuff, and I think I have like a wild wormwood over here that's super dark. Alright, sorry, I keep disappearing because I have to keep monitoring my phone. unfortunately, I do have to work modified hours tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a bit rough for me. So I think once I finish this model, I'll probably have to call it for the night. I apologize. Sorry, guys. I know we've been getting used to these 4-hour streams. I've been enjoying them. I get a lot more work done. But unfortunately, work does come first, and it is an emergency. So once I finish this guy, I'll probably go ahead and end the stream. And then I may or may not stream tomorrow. If I'm not going to, I'll definitely put a post out on the YouTube channel so you guys can see that post. But that means next weekend when I do start streaming, I'll have updated news and pictures from the open game and demo game I ran over in Ocala. So let me finish up this guy. Sorry to do that to you guys. I try to be as consistent as I can, but I always do this just for fun. So job does have to come first. Oh yeah, I think the white loincloth's what ends up making it. I think it's like it's the difference between the greens and the browns, the tan skin. The white's just kind of what makes it pop, I think. There's always that one color when you do your paint schemes that kind of makes your models pop, you know? I think for these guys it's gonna be the white loincloth. Yeah, I think the white loincloth, like for my in-lore, would be kind of signifying like which natives are, loyal or not loyal, which ones are allies of the Imperial Japanese that are stationed in the island. If they gave them like these little white, them just like torn a bit the white cloth, but they like tie it around to mark them, so you can tell a friend from foe. It's actually kind of cool. I said I like the detail in the suit where it's not tied up in the back, so you can see where he like vents and breathes in his back. Yeah, this little thing, this guy comes like running through the horse. He almost looks like oh man. Okay, so I'm getting a cool hobby idea. So guys, hear me out. Look at these Aztec warriors, right? Especially these ones in these full suits, right? And look at some of these other ones I have built. Granted, some of these are kit-bash, but take a look at them. Imagine an Empire army that's themed to fight with the Seraphim. So not really like Seraphim slaves, but like an ally unit, fighting for the Seraphim. So you could do, basically they could all look like this. So they're humans, but they kind of look like they're Seraphim allies or lizard folk allies, You could have all sorts of, because the box comes with a shit ton of spears. So you can have like spearmen and spearmen and spearmen. It comes with bows too, so you can easily have, archers and spearmen and stuff like that. That'd be a really cool themed army. That's really cool. Oh, and for your cavalry, you can just put them on raptors. Yeah, all your cavalry, you know, especially like your outriders and your handgunners, they could all just be like these guys, but with like, you know, flintlock pistols on raptors and shit like that, like cold ones. That's a cool themed army. And you can just do it like a lost expedition, you know. The Empire sent out this expedition force, and they end up getting lost and separated, end up linking up with the Seraphim, and now they have like a symbiotic relationship where they don't fuck with them and they don't fuck with them kind of thing, you know. They come to each other's help, and as they slowly fight together, they start like using each other's equipment. It's pretty neat. All right, so we have one of our fully clothed guys we got to test out. We figured out we like them green. The tan skin looks good. The white loincloth pops, and they have the brown shield. And we painted the plumes the same color as the actual cloth, so it makes them look even more like a shapeshifter. Then we have the standard guy. This one has the woven palm frond, the vest. Like I said, that's armor, you know. They're gonna have the shield with some grass on it, you know, grass tufts. They also have like the palm fronds up on top, and they got a rifle at shoulder arms, and you can see the white cloth. Yeah, I think these guys are gonna blend in well and look pretty cool. Actually, hold on. Before I log off, let's get one good test in. Alright, so here we have Imperial Japanese Riflemen completed, and we have their native guy. So you can tell one's a little bit larger. I don't think it's a scale issue. I think it's literally just a Imperial Japanese Rifleman versus big old honkin' full-size native warrior. Yeah, I think that kind of works. As far as the color schemes, yeah, I think they blend enough. They kind of work enough well together. You can tell, especially with it having the same base. I think having the same base is huge. So these guys have the same base and similar color schemes with the greens and tans and browns. I think they'll work. Alright, well, unfortunately, like I said, I did get that text, so I do have to grab enough rack time, because it's going to be a rough day tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of emergency overtime with me, which is pretty cool, because that means more models to paint on stream. So it's kind of a self-healing cycle. The more overtime I work, the more I feel better about spending it on plastic crack, which I can build and paint on stream, so it all works out in the end. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it a night. For those of you who are going to bed like me, I hope you guys get the sleep you deserve. Hope you get well rested. For those of you who are at work and going into work, man, I hope you have a great rest of the shift, great rest of the day. Hope it stays pretty relaxed and it's one of those good ones, nothing crazy happens. And then lastly, hope you guys stay safe, stay hydrated, and please don't forget to relax today, because you're on Tiki time.
Shipwrecked soldiers on wooden sand, tied to the rifles in hand. Hooligan gals with summer smiles, no war drums, just beach for miles. Ghost park by Tiki lights, shadows dance in tropic nights. sang so misunderstood. Lost in waves and hula tunes, tiki drinks and months of moons. Forgot the fight in distant lands, just surf and play with tired hands. Bunkers built from palm and hope, coconuts and crude soap. Imperial dreams, fade and sun, warriors turn beach bums. Shine to ocean gods we raise, praying for forgotten days. Sake in the campfire glow, life's a surfboard, ebb and flow. Lost in waves and hula tunes, tiki drinks and months of moons. Forgot the fight in distant lands, just surf and play with tired hands. And hula tunes, tiki drinks and months of moons. Forgot the fight in distant lands, just surf and play with tired hands.